Yeah, aren't you just adorable? Yeah, we know what you did with your breakfast this morning on the floor was on purpose. Yeah, you're still mad about that cat collar, aren't you? Everybody said you'd get us back, and you did. Oh, but you're so adorable, we just can't stay mad at you. Well, hello, Glue Troopers. Max and Max's Models here. Hope everybody's doing well. Well, contrary to my grandiose plans, I didn't even get out to the Tarbs today because life took over, and that's what happens. But while the wife and I were out running errands, we did manage to sneak over to the other Hobby Lobby. We have a couple of them in Jacksonville. This is the one that's not by our house, but about 8 miles further away. And it's actually a physically bigger store, but the model selection was about the same. I didn't know when I went in there that it was 40% off day, and ooh, I had to control myself. And I was looking at their display, and like I say, they have the usual Hobby Lobby selection, mostly cars. And it just sort of, I mean, my wife was shopping. I was just killing time. I knew I probably wasn't going to buy anything, so I decided to make myself useful and started rearranging the shelf, getting it all in order, because it bothered me. And there was a guy just down the aisle from me. I didn't take his picture, stock boy, and he was looking at me like, what's this guy doing? Is he trying to put me out of a job? And I managed to get all the Mustangs together and most of the Camaros together before basically they told me this isn't your section, and they threatened to fire me for working in someone else's section. You can imagine how awkward that got when I told them that I don't actually work there. To which their response was to offer me a job. Of course, I'm just kidding. The guy did give me the stink eye, though. He's like, what is this idiot doing? I just spent an hour stocking those shelves. Well, do it right. But they did have the airplanes together, and they did have the ships together, and they had most of the trucks together, so the big trucks. So, kudos for that. But I was like, look, man, Impala's here, Camaro's there, put them, cluster. But there's an argument to be made that they're actually better off that, yes, you keep all the cars in one section, all the trucks in one section, all the tanks in one section, but don't make it too easy for people to find what they're looking for. That way they will browse more and maybe make an impulse buy. So there is a retail logic to that. But, being a model builder and having all my shelves set up, these are the World War II planes, these are the cars. You just want to do that when you're at the hobby shop. And, of course, that's the way Ian does it over at Hurricane Hobbies, so everything's nice and organized. But I have to kind of agree, probably mixing the cars up is a good idea to get people to browse more. So, but, of course, this is just me entertaining myself. So, anyway, that's pretty much all I got for today. Just a whole bunch of stuff going on, boring real life stuff. Not going to bore you with that. So tomorrow I go to work. Should be back Saturday in time for the live stream. Hope, pray, think so. I'll tack a few little extra bits of video after the outro. Guys, you take care of yourselves. Hope you're doing well, having a great holiday season. And as always. Oh, before I go, just one more thing. I got an email from Paul Adams in New Zealand. He was telling me about how pricey models are down there, and that the Atlanta space set was like 100 Kiwi dollars down there. I was saying that's outrageous because you can see what it cost here. And I said, my gosh, I could, especially on 40% day, I could probably buy one and ship it to him for cheaper than these having to pay down there. That's just not right. And not sure what's going on with the pricing down there. I'm guessing that just has to do with the scarcity, shipping, that sort of thing, and the exchange rate. I don't know. Anyway, so makes me feel lucky to be here where I can go to Hobby Lobby and get 40% off on these things. Take care of yourselves, guys, and as always, model on. Well, my wife is ready to go, but I'm not done rearranging the shelves. I got Impalas all over the place. It's always nice to have an OCD model builder come around and rearrange your shelves for you. But I got all the Mustangs together. Uh-huh. I see you got us back for the cat collar by tossing most of your breakfast on the floor. Uh-huh. Well, I knew you'd get us back at some point. Don't you sit there looking innocent to me. Are you listening to me? Do you ever listen to anyone? Of course not. You're a cat. Don't you try to act innocent. I know what you did this morning with your breakfast was on purpose. You're still mad about the cat collar. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.